Okay, to hope this is the second part of chapter 6.3. Again, on that will help you for exercise 6C. In the earlier video, I've taught you how to expand type 1 a plus b whole thing square and type 2 a minus b whole thing square. I'm going to do a very quick recap. A plus b whole thing square is a square plus 2 times of ab. Let me put the bracket first. Plus b square. So what we do is we put a, b, b. In the case of the second type, again the same thing. A square minus 2 square, and again we put a, b, b. Now type 3. I'm going to teach you how to do type 3. Let's look at, we will do the long method first and then we will teach you the shortcut. For example, a plus b, a minus b. If I were to expand this, this is a bracket a minus b plus b bracket a minus b. If I would expand this, a square minus ab plus ab minus b square, you'll notice that it will cancel off. You are left with a square minus b square. So the formula is, when you have a plus b, a minus b, is just a square minus b square. That's it. That is a shortcut. I'll go through some examples, and then after that you can try question 3, 4, and 5 by yourself. Okay, let's try with example 1. What is x plus 1, x minus 1? So we know a plus b, the formula, let me write down the formula. The formula above was a plus b, a minus b is equals to a square minus b square. So a is, in this case, a is x and b is 1. So it is equivalent to a square minus b square. And a is x, b is 1. So the answer is x square minus 1. Let's try with another example 2. 7x plus y, 7x minus y. Again, I see a plus b, a minus b. You got to take note. It cannot be this way. A plus b and a minus b. Okay, now we start with this. And then I can do this a square minus b square. Now what is a? This is a. And this is b. B must be exactly the same. If this is 7x, this must be 7x. If this is y, this must be y. The only difference should be plus and minus. So in this case, a is 7x. So I will put 7x. And then b is y. Now, the most common mistakes students will make is 7x squared. They will forget to square the 7. They will just put it as 7x squared. But the correct answer is 49x squared minus y squared. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to find a shortcut to find this solution rather than the long way of expanding. If you still can do this way, that there's nothing wrong, but just that it will take time. And this method is much faster. It saves you a lot of time and you won't make a lot of mistakes. After sufficient practice, you should be able to do it. Let's try example 3. Let's try. I will put it as 5x minus 8, 5x plus 8. It doesn't really matter whether it's plus first or minus first. Over here, if you notice, it is plus and minus, and this is minus and plus. It doesn't matter. You can always turn it around. But the solution is still the same. A square minus b square. So in this case, what is a? A is 5x. So I'll put 5x. And b is 8. 8. So the answer is 25x squared minus 64. I'm going to do one question from the workbook, which is 3D. 3D. And this, you can copy this in your workbook. This is to make sure that you're listening to the video. The question is 2y plus 1 quarter z, 2y minus 1 quarter z. And this is equals to, I'm going to write it here, a square minus b square. Now let's see what is a. A is 2a and this is b. So I'm going to put this as 2y minus 1 quarter z. And this becomes 4y square minus 1 over 16 z square. Make sure you square the number as well as the algebra, the variable that is over there. Now in question 4, they have this question. What is, without the keyword for question 4 in your textbook, in your workbook, sorry, without the use of calculators. That is the key. So how to do this? For example, 4a. How to find 101 square? 101 square is actually 100 plus 1 square. 100 plus 1 is 101. And this is equals to a square plus 2ab plus b square. A is 100, 100, and b is 1, 1, 1. So if I were to use this, 100 square is 4 zeros, 200 plus 1. So the answer is 10,201. This is how to do without the use of calculator. I'm going to do 4b for you too. 98 square. 98 square is actually 100 minus 2 square. Again, you can break it up to a square minus 2ab plus b square. A is 100, b is 2, and then you simplify. For 4c is a bit unique. 4c is 62 times 58. So if you notice, you can rewrite this as 60 plus 2, 60 minus 2. So a plus b, a minus b. So this equals to a square minus b square, 60 square minus 4. 60 square is actually 3600 minus 16, and then you can find the answer. Are you okay so far? Okay. For question 5, I'm going to leave it to you. You can try it, and then maybe in the next lesson, I will go through with you. That's all for this lesson. If you still do not understand, my advice to you, go through this video a couple of times until you're familiar with it.